Good morning, children. Welcome to class 11th biology once again. I hope you all are safe and stay home. Children, in a previous video, we were discussing about chapter 3, that is plant kingdom, and in this chapter we have discussed about algae, that is Thelophyta. Okay, now in this video we will cover the second part of the chapter, that is Bryophyta. Okay, Bryophyta we will discuss in this video. Okay, so children, do you know what is Bryophytes and where it is found? Children, Bryophytes is also a plant that is found in shaded, humid and damp areas. Bryophytes are also called amphibians of plant kingdom because these plants can live in soil but are dependent on water for sexual reproduction. Okay, so bryophytes, that is amphibians. Why amphibians? Because they depend on water for sexual reproduction. They can grow in soil, but for sexual reproduction they depend on water. So that's why we are saying it is a amphibian of the plant kingdom. Okay, and habitat of the bryophytes are damp areas, humid localities and shaded areas. Okay, children, these bryophyllum play a very important role in plant succession on bare rocks. Okay, see, so today we will cover the bryophytes. See about bryophytes. You can see on your screen. Bryophytes, they live in moist, shaded areas in the hill. It is known as amphibians of the plant kingdom. Why it is amphibians of the plant kingdom? Because amphibians can spend a part of their life in water as well as on soil. So the bryophytes grow in soil, but for sexual reproduction they completely depend on water. Okay, next, that is habitat. They are found in damp soil, humid and shaded places. Okay, the plant body lacks true root, stem, leaves, and they are attached to substratum by unicellular and multicellular rhizoids. Okay, so we can say that the bryophytes do not have a true roots, true stem and true leaves. Means we cannot differentiate between root, stem and leaves in the bryophytes. Okay, the main plant body in bryophytes is haploid. Haploid, that is N. Okay, so the main plant body, that is haploid, and they produce gamete and it is gametophyte. Okay, so gametophyte, that is a main plant body in bryophytes and it is dominant phase. In the male sex organ in bryophytes is antheridium. Okay, that release the anthrazoids. Okay, the sex organ, that is antheridium, and they release anthrazoids. The female sex organ is archegonium and they release a single egg. The anthrazoid from antheridium and egg from archegonium, they fuse together and they fertilized to form zygote. Okay, see, anthrazoid, that is a male gamete that are released in water, come contact with archegonium to form zygote. Okay, zygote develops into sporophyte, a diploid phase, undergo meiosis to form haploid spores, germinate to form gametophyte. Men's children in gametophyte, the antheridium, male gamete, and the archegonium, female gamete, they fuse together, they form zygote, and the zygote develops into sporophyte. Means gametophyte convert into the sporophyte. And in sporophyte, meiosis occur. This meiosis form four haploid spores again to produce gametophyte. Okay, clear? Now you can see the life cycle of the bryophytes on your screen. See here children, it is male gametophyte and it is female gametophyte. Okay, the male gametophyte form the antheridium. They contain the sperm, that is anthrazoids. Okay, and the female gamete, they form the egg. So the anthrazoid from antheridium, they come in contact with egg through a medium, that is water. Water be a medium for transportation of sperms to the egg. When sperms and egg come in contact with each other, so this process is called fertilization. Okay, this process is called fertilization. In this process, zygote is formed. Okay, so the gametophyte, that is N, so when it fertilize together, they form zygote, that is 2N. Okay, now zygote further develop into an embryo. Okay children, clear? Now this embryo again form the gametophyte. Okay, gametophyte means the new plant can grow. Okay, so from gametophyte, from male and female gametophyte children, the egg and sperm release, they come in contact, they form zygote. Zygote develops into an embryo, and embryo form gametophyte. Then this gametophyte generate the sporophyte. Okay, always remember one thing, the gametophyte is downside and the sporophyte is upside. Okay, so the sporophytes lies on the gametophyte. Okay, so here the gametophyte then convert into the sporophyte that have 2N, and in sporophytes the spores are there. These spores are divided by the process of meiosis. Meiosis, cell division occur, and these spores form the four haploid spores by the process of meiosis. Okay, the spores are made from the sporophyte, and these spores are again convert into the male and female gametophyte. Okay, so this is the life cycle of the bryophytes. Now children, some economic importance of bryophytes we will discuss here, because in exam may be asked what is the economic importance of the bryophytes. So see here first, bryophytes provide food for herbaceous. Okay, those organisms that feed on the grass or grass like product. Okay, that is herbaceous mammals, birds also. So bryophytes are the food of these mammals and birds. Next, number 2 is sphagnum species such as mosses provide peat. Children, peat is a kind of substance that used as fuel. Okay, so peat that is produced from mosses and which are used for fuel. Okay, next, number 3, due to its water holding capacity, it is used as packing material for transshipment of living materials. Okay, the bryophytes, they have a very good water holding capacity. They can hold much water. Due to that, they are used as packing material. Okay, for many substances. Okay, children, clear? The mosses and lichens form pioneer community on the bare rocks. Okay, that is also one advantage of the bryophytes. And one more important thing, that is it can also hold the upper layer of soil, okay, to prevent from flood. Okay, that is soil erosion. So soil erosion is another main function of the bryophytes, in which the uppermost layer of soil prevented by the bryophytes to reduced. Okay, so these are some economic importance of the bryophytes that I have shown in front of you. That is very important regarding your exam. Now next, children, the classes of bryophytes. Bryophytes are divided into liverworts and mosses, the two class of the bryophytes. First, you can see there liverworts. Okay, the liverworts grow usually in moist soil, okay, shady habitat, and it is moist shady habitat. It is found in damp soil, that is also found on the bark of tree and deep in the woods. Okay, so habitats of the liverworts, you can see there: moist soil, shady habitat, damp soil, bark of trees, and deep in woods. These are some habitat of the liverworts. The plant body is thalloid. Thalloid means the plant body cannot be differentiate, okay, into stem, root and leaves. We cannot differentiate. Okay, so that's why we are saying the plant body is thalloid. A thallus structure is found there. So the plant body is thalloid. Okay, asexual reproduction takes place in liverworts by fragmentation. Okay, in this they detach from parent body and form a new individual. Okay, fragmentation. Next, sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction, that is form male and female sex organ. Sporophyte is differentiated into foot, setae and capsule. So the gametophyte turns into the sporophytes, and the sporophyte is differentiated. They form foot, setae and capsule, the three structure that you can see in the plant body of the sporophyte. Next, that is spore germinates to form gametophyte, as we discussed in the life cycle of the bryophytes. The spores that are germinate to form the gametophyte, male and female gametophyte. Okay, example of the liverworts, that is merchantia. Okay, merchantia is a kind of plant. Okay, children. Next, that is mosses, the next class of the bryophytes, in which the gametophyte show two stages. Number 1, proteinema. Number 2, leafy stage, that is secondary proteinema. Okay, I repeat once again. The gametophyte have the two stages. Number 1, proteinema, that is spores, and number 2, that is secondary proteinema, this is leafy stage. Okay, so maybe ask in exam ki name the green, branch, creeping and filamentous stage of the mosses. So it is proteinema. Okay, proteinema, that is a green, branched, creeping and filamentous stage. Okay, secondary proteinema, that is a leafy stage in which sex organ are there. The gametes are formed, male and female gametes, and they form the zygote. Okay, so the two stages in the mosses, number 1 proteinema, number 2 that is secondary proteinema. Okay, next, that is it attached to soil by rhizoids. It have rhizoids, so by the use of that they can attach to the soil. Okay, vegetative reproduction takes place by fragmentation and budding. Okay, budding, that is a small outgrowth takes place on the parent body, and after some time it detaches from the parent body and develops into a new individual. Okay, so this is the vegetative reproduction. Next, sexual reproduction takes place by antheridia and archegonia. Antheridia is the male gamete and archegonia, that is a female gamete. Okay, when they fuse together they form zygote that develops into sporophyte and form capsule, and it contain spores. Okay, clear example of the mosses is sphagnum and funaria. Okay children, I hope you have learned properly. So that's all in this video. Stay healthy, stay safe, and stay home, and keep watching the videos. Okay, thank you.